Good morning from Trinity Lutheran Church in Mount Joy. This is our morning meditation. Today, as we meditate, I'm going to ask you to find a quiet spot to sit. The best way to sit in meditation is to find a position where your back is straight. Your neck should be straight as well, as though a string is pulling your head up towards the ceiling. If this position is uncomfortable for you and you need to sit back, you can do that. But understand you might fall asleep. In fact, if you ever have trouble sleeping, laying back and meditating in the way we are about to do is an excellent way to relax and drift off to sleep. So now, close your eyes and begin watching your breath. If you can, breathe through your nose. Watch the breath rise and fall as you breathe. If it helps, imagine your breath as tiny particles coming in and out of you. Don't force your breath. Let it rise and fall naturally. Again, we do this, we watch our breath, because it gives our mind something to do. This lets us clear our minds so that we become peaceful. Of course, thoughts will still come to you. Let them come. Don't judge them or yourself. Let them come, then let them go their way once you have dealt with them. We're going to do this for about 2 minutes today, and then I will share a story about heaven and hell. Watch your breath. Relax. Dwell in God's peace. There's an old story, told many times and in many ways, about heaven and hell. A man found himself conscious after he had died. He looked around at his new surroundings and saw that they were lush and beautiful. Food was everywhere for the taking. In fact, A great banquet was spread out on a table in a field just a few feet away. The man turned and saw someone walking by. "Is this heaven?" he asked. "Heaven?" the passerby scoffed. "No, this is hell." But it's so beautiful," the man said. "It's like a never-ending garden, and food is everywhere." "That's the point," the passerby said. "Food is everywhere, but we live in hunger." "But why?" the man asked. "Look at your arms." The man looked at his arms and realized they were much longer than they had been in his previous life. And they had no elbows, no way to bend. "You see," the passerby said, "we have food, but we can't bring it to our mouths to eat." Another man woke that day in another place. It looked the same, and the food was just as present. And when he looked at his arms, he realized that they were also long and lacked the ability to bend. Understanding the problems this would cause, he quickly found a passerby and asked, "Our arms, look at them. Are we being punished? Is this hell?" "Of course not," the passerby said. "Come with me." They walked over a ridge and saw a huge table just in the distance. People were laughing, singing, enjoying the feast. "You see," said the man's new companion, "this is heaven. And though none of us can reach our mouths with our new bodies, heaven is heaven because we feed each other." God has built us for community, for relationships. Jesus says those who do God's will are part of His community, His family. Note, this is not just believing in Jesus, it's taking action in Jesus. It's a call from Christ to feed each other. We need to work together. Rest in the idea of how you might work together with your loved ones and neighbors today. Remember that acting on this idea can take what looks like hell and make it into heaven.